What's up, guys? Rotosep here, and today we are going to be reviewing the brand new bundle to release today, the Blacksmith Fjord bundle. I don't really know how to say that word. We're going to go with Fjord bundle. So yeah, I'm standing in the house right now. We're going to be going over the gear, the pet, the mount, everything else, but I just want to take in the house for a second first before we do anything else. And it's pretty nice, honestly. A lot of people are saying that it's like an updated texture version of Grizzleheim, and this is what we could expect if Grizzleheim were to receive a graphical revamp. And I kind of agree. I mean, this looks really cool. Like, it's just in some secluded area, you know? It actually kind of reminds me a lot more of what I guess the Canadian wilderness can look like in some places, minus the mountains, but just kind of like secluded water channels with like pines and stuff. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. But anyway, so yeah, no, this is a pretty neat bundle. There's definitely some stuff to talk about in it, and we're just gonna go over everything one at a time. So the first thing is gonna be the gear. So the Forge Master Sword. So this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna redeem it right now because I'm not sure what level range I want to redeem it on, but we're just gonna go over it every single tier here. The ones I'm going to stop on are 60, 100, and max because those are the ones that I'm most curious about. So it looks pretty typical for a lot of these other ones. Keep in mind that this is actually just like straight up worse than the Sky Iron Hasta. And then even here, like 22 crit and 6 damage. I mean, this is not good. Like, this is really not good for Legendary. We keep on going. Really nothing notable here. Level 100, yeah, this is really bad. It gives almost no critical, really subpar damage, and it does give shad rating, though, which I don't think that's normal for a level 100 wand. So that's kind of interesting that it gives shad, but outside of that, it's pretty bad. And then we have this, okay, and then it starts giving pip conserve. Okay, and then we're at max, so it gives 2 square sockets, which is kind of nice. Pretty mediocre pip conserve, pretty okay shad. The damage isn't great, the shad isn't great, it doesn't give any form of pierce. This is definitely not a very good wand. It does give May cast. So if you guys don't know what this spell is, the one that it may cast, it's an X-Pip Balance Blade spell, so it's very similar to Supercharge, but it's for a Balance Blade. So that could be a cool thing to get cast for you, but I don't think that these stats are any good at all, so I probably wouldn't use it, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks like kind of like a mix between an Avalon sword and a Grizzleheim sword with like this really cool effect and the rune engravings on it and stuff. It's pretty cool. Is it good? No, not really, but it might make for a cool stitch. And then we have next up here is going to be the Fjord Dragon. Okay, it's loading in all the stuff right now. So we'll redeem that on this guy. Definitely put that on lockdown immediately. And let's take a look here. Oh, wow, this is big. Oh, oh, this is pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, this guy's, I mean, look, he's cool. I mean, this is really cool looking, actually. I like the leaf-like wings. I like that he's kind of like got this life dragon thing going on with him. I believe it's a two-person mount, right? Question mark? Maybe? I actually don't know. I don't even know how you'd find that out either. I think it's a two-person mount. There's 2 saddles on it, but maybe not. But yeah, this is really cool. Okay, so we got the jump animation. It's kind of weird. He kind of just like slithers. Okay, and then we got the move left and right. Okay, okay, and then oh, oh, okay. The back, I like the backwards animation. That's kind of cool. And then the walking animation. Yeah, no. So he's just like a low flying dragon. This is pretty neat. I like this. I actually like this mount a lot. It would be cool if it came with stats as well, or if it was a. It's not a 50%. No, it's not. It'd be kind of cool if it came with some stats or was at least a 50% mount. But in terms of looks, I mean, this is a really solid mount. Like I really like this actually. It might be my favorite bundle mount of all time, question mark, I think. Because, I mean, this is just really sick. Like, this is not something that we normally get out of a bundle. This is something that you'd probably have to get as a chase item in a pack. So, pretty sick, honestly. And then I think next up we will go over the gear itself before we do a little house tour and talk about the pet as well. So, same deal with the Forge Master's attire. I don't think I'm going to redeem it at this very second. You can kind of see what it looks like here. But we're just going to look over the stats because, I mean, honestly, the only reason I'm not redeeming it is because I don't want more stuff in my backpack right now. But we're going to take a look here. So starting at tier 1. Okay, this could be... The boots are pretty good, honestly, for low-level PvP until you get, like, commander stuff if you're doing, like, level 1 PvP. Not bad. And also gives lore spells, which is kind of interesting. And it's all the Grizzleheim lore spells as well. So pretty solid. Pretty solid. We like it. We like it. Moving on to 50. Okay. 60. Is anything interesting here for 60? Not really, no. I mean, the boots are pretty good, but I don't think they're better than the Professor's Horde boots for this level. So we'll keep going. Nothing really notable here. Anything at a little... Nothing really too notable at level 100 either. And then we go all the way to max here. Okay. So the hat is not that great because it doesn't give resistance. If the hat gave resistance, it would be super good. But because it does not, it is very, very, very not good. And I would not recommend wearing it. The other thing too is the health on the hat is kind of low. I feel like 543. How much is... Yeah. It's only like ever slightly higher than what a lot of the Malister hats are, so not really good in my opinion. Especially when you have stuff like, let's see if I have turquoise on this guy. I should have turquoise. Yeah, I don't know why it's not unlocked. Turquoise is 755, so it gives like significantly more health. The robe is also not great. We've got 1085 with 2 pierce, 17 resist. Okay. Let's compare that real quick to the spooky robe, which I should have on this guy. Yes, yeah, spooky robe is just like better in almost every way. Same deal with the motorist robe, 1877 with 11 to 173. Comparing that to this, it's really not even a competition which one of these is better. So robe is also not going to be too usable for any applications. But the boots, on the other hand, these guys are kind of nuts. We've got 724 health, which isn't too bad. It's not phenomenal, but it's not really that bad either. 5 pip, which is same deal, not phenomenal, but not terrible either. 35 universal damage is a ton. That is a lot of damage. And 13 resistance is also good, like very good actually. 3 incoming, because why not? 122 crit, that's actually not bad either. And 14 shad rating. I want to compare that to the balanced Uber boots real quick. See how they kind of stack up. So, okay. So these give more... Interesting, okay. So basically, compared to specifically the balanced boots, these give more damage than the balanced boots, same resistance, more critical, same shad rating, and the balanced boots give just slightly, or not slightly, it's like 200, right? Yeah, it's like a little, 240 more health, and what else? And then 5 more pip chance, but this is, I mean, these are pretty good, honestly. Especially if you're like rocking a D-Lance pet too. I don't know. I mean, the application that I've seen a lot of people talking about this with is Nova specifically. Because right now people are using... I know I have them on this guy. I have to have them on this guy. Why am I... What? No, they're here. They have to be here. Oh yeah, Aztec, there we go. Right now everyone's using these. And you are going to lose 4 pierce if you stop using these. But you gain 15 damage. Oh my god. You gain 15 damage. And yeah, and one shad rating. But most importantly, honestly, is crit. Because in most people's application of Nova right now, they are doing chip damage. So yeah, these could be really, really good boots for anyone doing a Nova strat. And then finally, we have the Forge Goblin. And I'm going to actually redeem him on this guy so that we can take a little peek at what he looks like. Okay, we'll equip it, and then I will get off the mount so that we can actually see him. So he's pretty cool, actually. I really like the design of him. He's like soot, basically. I guess the best way to describe it. He's like a live coal ember or soot or something like that. And he's got a glowing red heart and eyes. And he carries a little anvil on his back. To be honest, he kind of reminds me of, if anyone has ever seen like any Studio Ghibli movies, he kind of reminds me of like an adult soot sprite, I guess, or like what a grown soot sprite would look like. So he's pretty cool. But I think what's most important about him is that he actually gives two pip shatters. Now, of course, at teen he'll give one, and then I think at epic he'll get another one. But yeah, you get two pip shatters with this pet, which if you're doing any kind of trap stack strat is going to be really cool. Currently, the only other pet in the game that gives the shatter is the golem. I don't remember which golem it is, and I don't think it gives two copies. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it gives two copies. I think it only gives one. So this gives two, and this just looks better than the golem, in my opinion. So this is a really good pet. I'm going to be making this a 2.0 pet pretty soon, like just a base 2.0, so that I can start hatching out with people and they can hopefully get this pet for themselves with perfect stats, and then they can kind of just turn it into whatever pet they want from there. But yeah, no, so overall, I think that the gear and stuff is pretty solid. I mean, those are going to be really good Nova boots, and the pet is definitely going to be usable for anyone looking to use Shatter in PvP. So I think the last order of business here is we'll just do a little tour around the house and yeah, kind of see what's up here. So starting in from the right, we've got this watchtower type thing. We can climb up here and get a better vantage point of our property. Like I said, I really like the aesthetic of this being this some sort of secluded house in the middle of nowhere, right? In the middle of this strange valley type thing. I think it really looks cool. And I like the color of the water. I like kind of everything going on here. It takes a lot of what I like about Grizzleheim and just incorporates it into this. So pretty cool. And it does actually get me really hyped about I guess you could like a retexture of Grizzleheim, because that could be really cool. So we got a fishing spot here. I think there's quite a few fishing spots along the property. So we are going to go in here. Okay, so this is the dueling circle area. It's surrounded by 4 engraved runes. Ooh, cool. This whole waterfall setup here is also really nice. Kind of serves as a cool backdrop for your PvP stuff. So we will go up here and see if there's anything to explore up here. I see a fish. Yeah, so you can fish out of this waterfall, which is kind of neat. Looks like there's nothing really up here. It's just kind of a ledge. And then back here, yeah, back here is a secret little cove. So we can kind of see back here. There's nothing really functionally going on with this. It's kind of just here for decoration. It looks cool, though. I don't know what you'd put in there, but definitely looks cool. So we're going to go over here and then kind of come back out the other side. See what we got going on over here. I don't think there's anything different. Yeah, because this just leads to the other side of the house. And then more fishing spots. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I think we will make our way now into the house and see kind of what's going on there. It would be cool if you could kind of go deeper out into the water on the beach areas, but I can't really complain. I think, you know, they did a good job aesthetically with the house. Oh, this is an interesting bank. Very interesting bank. Is this like a redone bank? Are all banks redone? Is that something I didn't notice? I don't know. I'm not like too into the housing stuff. But anyway, so we got a big kind of opening grand foyer, if you want to call it that, foyer. And then we've got kind of this strangely shaped room, like in the shape of a Tetris block. You know, like the T block? Looks like a T block. It's kind of odd, actually. And then we go over here. Okay, that leads upstairs. There is a secret room back there, I think. I'm going to let you guys discover that, though. Or actually, yeah, never mind. I'll just show you, because it does lead back out to the PvP area. So I figure might as well show you that. So I think it's here. Yeah. So you've got this little interesting thing that's like built into the rock. I like that. And there's also a mysterious hidden room over here. again, as to what you would actually put here, I don't really know, but it's cool nonetheless. And then this leads back out into the PvP arena, so we like that. But heading back into the house, we can actually head back upstairs now, because, I mean, the ground level, there's not... Oh, actually, there's one more thing we can check out over here. So this is like the forge room. I mean, this is where we do our blacksmithing. This is where our little soot sprite guy puts all the coals in the fire for us. And this is an interactable, and you can actually get you can get pretty solid reagents off this from what I've heard from people. So definitely something worth collecting every day. Like 2 diamonds, not bad. And then, yeah, there's not really anything secret around here. This is just kind of... This is like connected to the water wheel that we saw outside, right? And it kind of leads in here. And then we've got some nice water for cooling our hot metals off or whatever we're doing. Now we're going to head upstairs, kind of check out the upstairs area, see if there's anything neat up there. And there's this little balcony over here. But honestly, this is not a very big house, which I kind of like, kind of don't. Like, bundle houses are traditionally known for being pretty big. And I know some people are a little upset, but oh wow, there's a look at this machinery. I've never seen this. Holy jeez. Okay. So yeah, no, we've got a little balcony that overlooks our forging area. We've got the balcony that overlooks the foyer. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. I mean, this is the house. So it's kind of a small house. I do like it because sometimes I think, like, especially if you want to decorate something for the first time or you're not an experienced housing person, decorating a really big house like the Fantasy Palace or any of that kind of stuff, it can be kind of daunting because there's so much space that you have to decorate and take up. But this one's a little less pressure because there's not too many rooms within the house that you can decorate. And even outside, there's not a whole lot to decorate either. So overall, I think it's a pretty good house. I like it. I know some people are probably going to complain that, you know, it's not big enough or something like that. I like it. I think it's cool for what it is. I really, really like this outside. Just really vibing with what's going on out here. But yeah, so that is it. That is the Forge Masters bundle. So aesthetically, I don't think the gear is that great. The wand is probably the coolest part of the gear aesthetically. I really like the pet that they included. I think it's a cool idea. I think it gives really usable cards for PvP. So he's cool. Definitely, if you know anyone with this pet, I would try and get a hatch with it, or a lend rather. So he's pretty cool. The mount is definitely really awesome. It's a shame that it doesn't give stats or do something that's a little unique, but he looks very nice. I think they did a great job with this one. So yeah, he's definitely worth getting. And then in terms of the gear, none of the gear is really that, like the gear, hat, robe, shoe bundle or whatever. None of it's really that good except for the shoes, and that's like specifically for Nova. There might be like some other schools that maybe can make use of it. I don't really know. I don't think so though, because again, it just kind of gives worse health than a lot of what other schools can get on the Uber boots. So I don't know, might not be worth it. But for Nova specifically, right, if you're looking to do Nova, it's a really, really solid shoe. So yeah, or if you're looking to do anything that's like a universal's damage strat, right? It doesn't have to be Nova. But anyway, so that is actually going to wrap things up for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of this bundle in the comments below, if you guys think it's worth buying, and yeah, what your impressions of the house are and everything else. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and all that stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Rotozap out. Peace.